Hello everyone and welcome to another game of StarCraft. Today here in the lower left hand side of Neosylphid, give it up for our man up a point. It's Mick Terran. Not to be confused with Mick Jagger, but similar people, keep your eye on them. Spawning here in the top center position with the red probes. Give it up for Tech. I love this guy. I love both these guys. I've actually known Tech a bit longer than I've known Mick Terran, so I can say that I do know a bit more about Tech. He's a great guy. However, every interaction I have with Mick Terran is just a pleasant one, so I highly recommend knowing both of these guys. They're great community people. But also, they play some fun StarCraft, believe it or not. If you didn't watch yesterday's video where they started Game 1 of the series, would recommend catching that. As you can see right over here, we are in game number 2. Yeah. Game 1, solid, fun game. In the end of it, spoiler alert, Mick Terran took the first point. Shocking, I know, right? Where it says Mick Terran 1, TekAjpu 0. But I think there was potential there. I think it's just Tech took a bad fight with a small part of his army and then took a worse fight with the rest of his army. But outside of that, solid game overall. So, we'll see. Alright. He is going to scout the wrong base first. Happens to the best of us. Flash would have scouted first. Alright. SCV scouting the right way. Doing his thing. They're making the triangle of scouts. Alright, we got a Cyber Core coming on up here. Cyber Core into Zealot. That's definitely the more tech-focused way of playing it. I appreciate that. Do love me some tech-focused builds. Alright, Probe gets here, sees the Sim City. Sees the gas already taken. Marine pops, takes some pot shots. And away he goes. Oh, no. Mr. SCV. Ah, what a killer. Look at him. Look at that. That's the face of a killer. You see that? Look at his taser. Murder. Alright. The Zealot and the Probe. High five on their way through. Give me some skin. They just pass each other. Zealot thinks better of it, actually. It's like, on second thought, I might just go home. This seems like a bad idea. Which, incidentally, are my favorite types of ideas. But the Zealot doesn't seem to agree with me on this one, so... Alright. Factory's on the way. Machine shop. We only had to build 3 Marines, so this game already looking a bit nicer for Mick. Didn't have to deal with all the craziness of the early game. A bunch of goons at his base. Alright, Robo coming up here before second gateway. Alright. We are just sending it on technology. Tech thinks he's playing Civilization. He's going for the Tech victory. It's in his name. It makes sense. Alright, there's the first tank. Right. SCV is just going to see that there's goons there. Couple Zealots. And once again, the Zealots kind of give it away. Like, one Zealot, alright, you knew he was going to make 1 like he did last game. 2 is like, it's kind of weird. Why would you build 2? You don't really need to. Also, you haven't taken your natural yet, which means you are up to something devious. Observatory. That's very undevious. I don't like that at all. He's just building zealots, man. Alright, eBay, come on up here. Tanks are ready for anything that's coming at them, hiding behind the barracks. Like, can't see me. Alright. Second factory on the way. Missile turret, anti-DTs, anti-drops. Especially after game 1, he's like, I don't like those shuttles. Alright, we got zealots coming in. They've got their own little private jet. Dude, if you don't have a private jet, you're doing it wrong. These zealots, though, doing it right. Look at them go. They're probably in there playing poker, having drinks, you know. A couple smokes. Like, yeah, we got this, guys. Alright, here she comes. Goons at the front. Zealots coming in from the side. You could actually just carpet bomb these tanks and just break this position. You could drop the zealots in the mineral line and try and get the tanks to friendly fire on the SCVs. Actually not a bad idea at all. Drop like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then while that's happening, you run in here. Try to crack the bunker. Costly, but it could work. Or you just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. This won't protect the bunker, but it will protect these tanks. Or will it actually just hurt them more? Yeah, there's some potential here for actually things to go horribly, horribly wrong. You love to see it. So if you break these tanks, right, and you break the bunker, these tanks down here in the main will be fine, but he has to flee the natural. He has to pull the boys back. What are we waiting on? Oh, we're waiting on nothing. We're sending it. Send it in, Jerome. All right, the zealots are out. All right, we just dove the tanks. And that works. That is, in fact, good enough here from our Protoss player. All right, vultures come out. Look at the micro. Look at it. Yeah, look at that micro. But also vultures kind of suck against dragoons. They quite literally throw rocks, and dragoons are rock-proof. That's what I would call them. You know, you walk up to them and you start blasting some, you know, like Aerosmith or something. They're like, I don't feel anything. Yeah, they're rock-proof. Start playing Kiss. They're like, Kiss wasn't even good. You're like, whoa. Take it easy, man. Alright. Couple tanks about to pop. Alright, remember, the boys are, in fact, the greatest combat unit. Alright, well, that didn't work out great. 2 more goons coming in here. More boys walking in the front. Next is going down. And now the boys are like, where do we go? Where do we go now? Alright. The forces have met up here. The forces of darkness. As some might consider it, since he's playing Protoss. Alright, vulture speed coming. Get the tank. Get him, boys. Got him. Alright. Yep, that thing's also doomed. Right from the beginning. Alright. That vulture does approximately nothing. Give or take nothing. Alright. And now we must be huffing some serious Terran copium. Because we are at 19 workers. Terran or Protoss is on top of our production. And yeah, might be time to leave. And on the back of this, Protoss probing up, just happily macroing. Getting some observers, you know, doing all the things you're supposed to do. More zealots here just waiting. Waiting for the call. Alright, those get popped. Alright, goons are falling to SCVs, but we're also in the single digits of SCVs. Protoss literally has triple the supply. Siege it, yeah, just siege it up like right there. That's your, honest to God, your best spot for it. Yeah, don't forget, tanks can shoot like 18 miles away. Or if you're, you know, if you haven't been to the moon, that's 18 miles. We're talking like 23, 24 kilometers. Yeah, that's only if you haven't been to the moon, though. If you have been to the moon, you know exactly how far 18 miles is. I'm sure chat's going to love that comment. Alright, well, we could lift the command center so it takes slightly less damage. Yeah, screw you, refinery. Oh, yep, there we are. We walked within 18 miles. Plume. Oh, look at the goon juice. That's not a safe spot to hold position. That wasn't a safe spot at all. If this gets dragged into SCVs in the next 3 minutes, I'm screaming. Alright, behind this, Citadel's down, Forge is down. We're getting our runny boy upgrades. Look at them, they're getting running shoes. Like, whatever they're wearing now, not quite cutting it. They're basically flip-flops. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give them nice tennis shoes, and they're going to run. Yeah, the production tab here says everything you need to know about this game. The fact that he's struggling to consistently even produce SCVs is not a sign of greatness. However, in the good Terran spirit, he is still fighting. Alright, Tech going for double shuttle here. Third base up and running. It is the mineral only, so playing like shuttle gateway man, not a bad idea. 2 gases is plenty enough to support that kind of strategy. Oh, vultures want to come out. No, you don't. Get back in your spot, vultures. Know your role. All right, +1 coming in. Terran's just going to make tank. Tank good unit, guys. Tank is a very good unit. But how good is it? I swear, if you have three observers here seeing all the mines and you send the zealots in anyway, come on, my man. You quite literally have all of the vision right now. Oh, there it is. They just held position and ate it. All right. Mass shuttle time, baby. All right. We're sending it all in on shuttles. Oh, yes. Yes. More shuttles for my collection. The shuttle will make a fine addition to my collection. All right. Here we are. His friend has arrived, guys. Late to the party, but better late than never. Look at them. They're all just hanging out. This is what happens when you have a bunch of private jets, right? Like, these guys in their private jets, they're just hanging out. They're like, yeah, we're entirely rich, and yeah, we got our private jets. All right. Fourth base coming on up here. The main has mined out at this point for the Protoss. Terran's actually still looking kind of okay, simply because he hasn't had a lot of workers. And he's basically mining his natural now for the first time. Scan goes down, sees the probe trying to take that base. What are you going to do about it? Send a vulture out? Alright, good luck. Alright, when do we pull the trigger? Apparently now. Oh my god, the mine. Air Force strike, go. Paratroopers, go. Alright, we have cracked it. Oh. No, the lurker egg. As a Zerg player, I am terribly offended that they would kill a lurker egg. Oh. GG is called. And at this point, Mick understands that the game is over. And Tek's going to take it to game 3, folks. Let's go.